Why, Neville?
Shut your face, you idiot. You need to unprofessional every week, you arsehole, man. Hello, welcome to half of these heat. She can't get balance because she's in the kitchen because the dog's in the living room with her pups. And if I go in there, look at the state of me. I've hardly slept in 48 hours. This fucking mothering shit does not suit me, but it's cute as fuck. Anyway, let's bring the ever annoying Ronnie back in. Well,
I'm breathing. I'm trying to. I'm no good today, man.
Me neither.
Honestly, I've spent far too much time on my own.
I need to spend more time on my own because I'm not allowed to see my pals. And apparently, when you're a single parent, you've had to claim universal credit because the app is on its arse that you can go to a restaurant every day to meet your pals. I no bother.
Who says you've not to meet your pals?
Well, you can meet them outside, which is going to be pissing shortly. We're in Scotland for a start, right? And we're not all crazy cats like you that can go in all weathers just to hang about with their pals. You know what I mean? Or you can go to a restaurant, but they can't come to your house.
Well, let's start. I'm going to unpack that. Let's start.
Okay.
You calling me crazy? What's going on there?
Well, I don't like. I love exercise, but just no out in the rain.
Well, Dee, that's what I mean. See, because Kelly, I've started, as you well know, I've started doing this house, and being a fud that I am, I'm not accepting anybody to come and help me, so I've just been doing it myself because I'm a weirdo.
Oh, well, I did in my house, blame all my pals for bailing out me, but didn't really ask any of them.
No, I don't. I'm like, no, you're all right. And turns out that it's a big job, you know what I mean? It's a big job. So that's what I'm need to try and do is I'm getting out hiking. I'm going to do a couple of mountains on Friday to try and get exercising. So the night I'll finish this one bit. And Nicola Park, look. No relation to Ronnie. Actually, she's Bella Houston's cousin.
Bella Houston, does she?
Park, Hampden. So there you go, man. That's what I've been doing. So I've spent a lot of time on my onesie.
I've spent a lot of time on my own readjusting to this in the hope that I could have like my nieces and that down for their dinner and my sister. I'd just get used to my nephew coming every fortnight with my sister to visit me. And I just think it sucks balls and I can't even joke about it.
Wow. So where are the pups?
In the living room. You want to see them?
No, I've seen them. I've seen enough of them. Oh, that was funny the other day. Listen, that was funny what you sent me and then I replied to you. It was funny.
No, it was sick as fuck. Don't you ever do that to my dog again. Well, there's my wee nephew that I've got to get back to Zoom. That wee profile picture of his wee gorgeous face.
Right, listen, there's a lot of people talking about this. I don't like talking about it because I don't pay attention.
But we need to because it's what's happening in people's mental health somewhere else. So we need to talk about it. We need to lift our spirits. We need to make a joke of it. And we need to make the vibration high. Go. I think I just want to run up Nicola Sturgeon's ribs and kick her in the eyebrow, even though I think she's trying to do a good thing. I'm sick of conspiracy theories. I'm sick of people telling me how to live. I'm sick of being told where I can go, when I can't go. Wax on, wax off, but Mr. fucking Miyagi. You know what I mean? Oh, mask on in here, mask off here, mask on, mask off, fuck you and fuck the horse that you rode in.
Do you know anybody who's died of this thing so far?
No, but I can plenty have died by suicide.
See, that's the thing.
That is the thing.
It's I know, you know, and now you're getting into this flu and all that shit, and then people are panicking and. Actually,
I know I'm going to panic by a boyfriend because apparently boyfriends are exempt for the no visiting your house. So I was just going to panic by one to see through.
Oh, are boyfriends allowed to come to your house?
Aye, but pals only.
Where?
Pals only, but your boyfriend's exempt. I don't fucking have one, but I've got plenty of pals. I've got plenty of bros that I can't even see that.
Listen, that's no fair.
It's no fucking fair. As long as you're a ducky, you can get a fucking visit.
I don't want a fucking boy. I'm not that way inclined. So what am I supposed to do?
Get a girlfriend, they're allowed or not.
Why?
Because it's the only way you're getting fucking company. It's a joke. You're not allowed 6 people in the house, but you can sit in a pub with 30 plus folk. I know. Go to your chair with no music. God forbid you shout over to Tam because you've not seen him for a while because you're dropless. Fly through your mark and kill some fucker.
But listen. I'm going to read something out to you, right?
Right.
You'll find it, right? This is for Newton Mearns.
Look at the state of me, man.
Right. This was a thing put on in Newton Mearns. I need to find it. This is a true thing. You talk about 6 people in a house, right? Wasn't it? That's what we were saying.
Aye.
So you're allowed 30 people in a pub. You're only allowed like 6 in the house. And there's a reason for that. Because if you get more than 6 people in the house, you're at a swingers party. So listen to this. So listen, this was a swinging parties at a 12-year low in Newton Mearns, right? Listen, this is like in the Neilston News. This is an article. You listen, this guy wrote this. The number of swinging parties in Newton Mearns is at their all-time low since the global financial crash after rules regarding house visits were reintroduced. Data shows that there were 37 swinging parties in Newton Mearns in the first 2 weeks of September, the lowest since the oversized housing estate recorded just 26 following the collapse of the global economy, right? Adam Tweedy, leader of the swinging parties around the Mearns, in brackets, spam. Spam. He said, these latest restrictions are having a real impact on our ability to host swinging parties around Newton Mearns. I've now had to pretend that I have a trade so I can get another house and pump some poor arsehole's wife. I'm a joiner. Swinging is the 3rd most popular recreational pursuit in the Mearns, behind golf and anal bleaching. Right? So this is really impacting mental health. I remember in their Pringle jumpers and chinos when they could be out shagging a wee housewife from Crookford or a diamante-studded velour on a diamante-studded velour sofa. Spam. Spam.
That is just fucking made my night, man. Fucking brilliant. I know it's also the thing as well, like on the dating apps, it's like you can have a non-contact date. Try Zoom. It's not all about the touch away to fuck. Tinder's an online shagging app. Of course, it's all about the touch.
Yeah, it's the bit where he says, "I've now had to pretend that I have a trade so I can go into another house and pump some poor arsehole's wife. I'm a joiner." There you go. Aye, Newton Mearns.
People are out panic buying toilet roll and soap again. Did no one wipe their ass or wash their hands before all this bullshit? It appears not. Apparently they wipe their ass more regularly.
I've seen that. What's going on there?
I can't do it again. Do you know what the COVID is like? It's like that 50th birthday party you fucking dreaded for months, right? But you went and bought a dress and you thought, you know what, I'll just think that it'll work out. And you go and then they say to you that, you know what, that same party's happening again at 51 because you didn't really feel the first one went good. And you're just thinking, no, Margaret, no again.
I know. Well, I'm like that. Every party I go to, I don't want to wear a dress at any parties. Depends if I'm going to Newton Mearns or no.
Right, so what trade would you be to get in a swingers party?
Oh, plumber. No, a French polisher. Here's a thing. Here's a question. Listen.
I would be an IKEA wardrobe builder.
I'm good at that shit. So listen to this. So 5 guys, they all look the exact same, right? Plumber, joiner, scaffolder, mechanic. What one would you pick? Basically like the village people in front of you. What one are you shagging?
Name all again.
Plumber, mechanic, joiner, carpet fitter, and a scaffolder.
It would need to be...
How dirty are you going to go?
It would need to be a mechanic because I've had one of the rest.
Really?
Aye. I like my tradesman.
Tradesman's entrance, you fucking dirty witch.
Really? This is my boiler, baby.
So, no, you never went out with a mechanic?
Nah, well, I have slept with one, but he's no mechanic anymore, so I've pumped him all, really.
Right. So, right, listen to this, right? Listen, I've got a thing for you. See if your ideal man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, can you picture him in your head?
Right.
He's your ideal man, okay? And he's there in front of you, and you can have him, right? It's for one night and one night only, right? And you can have your ideal man.
Right, see if it's for one night and one night only, like, because I already know who it is in my head, right? Does that mean he forgets it the next day, we come back to no known because we ken each other already?
You're talking about hingy cake. We used to, me and my mate Mark, the Hat and Billy, have got this thing, we would do this thing. You imagine you can have this bit of cake for one day, right? And you take a bite of it in the morning, and for that whole day, you forget that you're fucked up, right? You forget that all these things in your head, and you get what it's just a cake of forgetfulness for one day, and you can do loads of the shit. Loads of it's like Dorian Gray, you can get up to whatever you want, and the next day you totally don't remember it, and it doesn't have any repercussions. Right? So that, right?
The hypno works like that, but it usually has repercussions.
What does?
The hypno.
I know, but that's a wee bit moreish. You get, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the next day. There's nothing. There's no. So you know who your ideal man is, right? You think about it. One night only. He's there in front of you. Here's the catch. There is a 0.005% chance that a wee bit of your sister, her personality will be inside his brain.
Every fucking week. I made you a fucking sick plague.
Would you?
No.
Yeah, would you? No. Can you imagine it? Just looking at his eyes during it, and then that shell pops it. You just think, what was that? He said
that's what the shell's no my only sister.
I know, but I'm just picking on her because that's the only one.
Well, don't actually like her.
I'm not picking on her, I'm just...
Don't pick the other ones, they might get you done, or me.
So no, you wouldn't take the chance. Somebody said Gerard Butler. He's annoying.
No, I don't fancy Gerard Butler. I'm married a Dolph Lundgren, what he looked like in Rocky.
What? Oh, did you know?
Big Drago could have broke me anytime.
Yeah, he nearly killed Sylvester Stallone. He broke his ribs, and he punched him that hard that he done damage to his heart. Did you know that?
Aye.
He'd never done an acting job before that, but he was a world kickboxing champ, and he was going out with Bridget Nielsen. There's a couple. Imagine their house after they'd been with one another, it'd just be wrecked. Wouldn't it? Crazy strong people just smashing the place up.
I know I lifted the couch earlier, see, because I've been going to the gym and all that, so I lifted it one handed just to show off in front of the crews. He's like, Mum, man, you're rocking it.
You lifted the couch with one hand?
No, I didn't really have to. He just didn't see the other one.
But you're like fucking Magda, there's something about Mary.
And he's like, oh my God, Hulk smash. I says, I prefer Wonder Woman, mate.
Do you remember that movie, Crazy Magda? She was full of the speed. She's out with the hood. Never see that. It was a great film. Oh, Tommy Shelby.
Oh, Tommy Shelby all the way, man. Cillian Murphy. Woofed.
Cillian May Softly.
Charlie Hunt. I know I could take or leave Charlie Hunt. Maybe after a couple of vodkas.
What have I fucking started? What are the names? Jason Momoa. Is he?
Big Jason Momoa. Who's that again? Who's Jason Momoa?
Is he the big Drago out of fucking Game of Thrones?
Khal Drogo. I dressed up as him at fucking Halloween.
He was the underwater guy, wasn't he?
What did that say? Put that back. Only I have you for one night, but watch my dog so I could go on piss with Dee.
He babysit my dog. I'm going to get steaming.
Excellent. Robbie Williams. Oh no, I've been half him days. I've got older.
See, that's a thing. Do you still fancy the same people you did when you were?
No, yeah, fuck, man. Some of them are felt with fuck.
Aye, some of them, they're Tom Hardy always gets a shout, didn't he?
Tom Hardy would get a shout all day and all on, but he couldn't talk because he looks like this big hard man and then he talks dead spiritually and that fucks with my head.
What do you mean? Wait a minute.
He looks like a big wall puncher, but he's a big pet lover and he's very cultured and he's spiritual, and when you listen to Tom Hardy as Tom Hardy, he knows the character and he's quite, but and it's just fucks with my head. Do you know, it's like one of the women, you see them, she's totally gorgeous, and she goes, all right, how's it going, aye?
Janice out of Friends?
Aye!
Nah, it's annoying, isn't she? Wait a minute. No, Frankie Boyle.
Your business, Janice. Bon Jovi all the way, but no news. He's a bit old. Is he not about 70 now?
Oh, but he's fucking. But the old John Bon Jovi's done all right himself.
But he's jazzy.
I was going to play the old fucking Bon Jovi. What do you call it there?
Go, because I can't know the words to all the Bon Jovi's. My old sister that I got actually all right is the one that gave me into Bon Jovi because she was pure obsessed.
Going to speak English to me?
No.
Any chance you could fire some English this way?
No, I'm not English. I'm Scottish, barbag.
How? Right, I've got questions. This is content for online. How did your dog have the pups, and where did it have pups?
Section, man. It was the most traumatic thing ever. And there's nothing we can joke about it because I lost 3 in childbirth.
There's a joke in everything. Behave yourself. What do you mean? Where did it get sectioned? With a Stanley knife in your kitchen?
No, don't be silly. I'm not fucking talking about it, right? So shut up.
Listen, this is content. Let's go.
It's new content, and I still get anxiety thinking about it. I'm not putting my dog through that ever again.
You wanna? Many stitches did it get?
Don't know, I never checked. Shut up, Ronnie.
I remember my dog, Zach, ran away, right? And we were a German Shepherd, and he tried to jump a fence at the railway in Ballarnock, and he caught in the fence. And I remember when he came back, he had 160 stitches in his side. And I remember, running away from the dog because he was shaved, and it freaked me out. So it did, freaked me right out, man.
The local butcher killed 2 of my dogs. He ran them over twice, know what I mean?
What?
He killed Sheba, ran her over, and he killed my fucking Rambo and all. No, Rambo, that wasn't my dog, that was Matty Janice. He killed fucking the dog that looked like Rambo. What was its name? Jake.
Did you have a dog called Rambo?
No, man, he did.
Right. Fuck off. And you had
Matty Janice with a dog called Rambo.
And you had a dog called Sheba.
Aye.
You don't get dogs called Sheba anymore. You never get.
No.
You never say it's a dog called Sheba or it's Rover or something. No, you don't get that anymore. It's called
it's Mercedes. Fucking.
No, but a Bonnie.
Nova and Astra.
My dad's dog was shitting in my garden the other day. My dad and I quote. I sent this to my mates. I should have sent you this. I quote things that my dad says to me, and I send it to people because they don't believe me. He's fucking as crazy as I say. Oh, that Jen texted me. They don't believe me that he's as mad as I say. What was it he says again? Aye, try to find it. He's magic fucking. He said something like, "Oh look, what was it? His dog's called Nacho. There's Nacho shining in the garden. Look at that, Ron. It's a big Hornfee as well." And he rolled his window down and went, "Good boy." I says, "I'm not picking that up. I've never picked a dog shit up ever. Never."
You get dogs now.
Really? Depends, really. Depends. But so what happens if your dog's had an Indian the night before?
Aye, listen, let's not get into shite talk. You know what I mean? I fucking hate it. But aye, if it's messy, you can't pick it up, obviously. But aye, my dogs are fed raw, so they generally don't have messy. It's always fucking solid.
Somebody killed a squirrel. Angela, oh my God, I killed a squirrel yesterday. I ran it in front of me. Oh, yeah. I've killed a deer and a rabbit. It's traumatic.
How can you miss a deer?
That fucking didn't miss me. Yeah, it did. It jumped, a useless bastard. I think I was driving up, I was coming off the slipway, the motorway, and it jumped out. And I swear to God, Dee, the two is, we just caught, the two just looked at each other right in the eye, let the guns out. Oh, for fuck's sake, here she goes. There you go, take your time.
Yeah.
You done? You finished?
No, I don't know. That's what I've heard.
Wait a minute, go. All right. And that's that. Right, you done? Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You sure? No, I do the two of them at the same time?
No, I do my legs, but I'll fall off this chair.
No, I don't. No, I'll leave your legs. That's no deal. It jumped out in front of me, and I caught fucking, the two of us looked at each other in the eye, and it smashed all the wing of my motor and all that, and I was traumatised. Smashed it right out of my motor, and I freaked out, dented on my car.
It looked at you before you killed it.
When it jumped out, it jumped right out of the hedges, and I was driving, and I went, oh, just as it was like, oh, and it looked at me, just two of us just caught eyes. Like,
oh, that's horrible.
I was thinking, oh shit. And then it went right up in there, and I was praying that it was dead because I thought if that moves, I'm going to need to go back and kill it. But I couldn't. A wee woman stopped and said, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "I'm fine." I was stressed out. And then about a week later, I ran out of rabbit. I felt I heard it hitting underneath my water. What I'm basically doing is I'm working my way through fucking Disney characters.
Aye, Bambi, not Win.
Bambi and Thumper.
I'll tell you one about Thumper. I was sitting eating my dinner, and my mum obviously working and all that, and trying to manage money, and sat there and I had what looked like chicken and chips, right? And my big sister Michelle went, "You're eating Thumper." It was rabbit she kent, and I didn't. Never trusted my mum after that. God.
Where did she get the rabbit from?
My dad, when he was alive, had mates that they used to go poaching with. And we
got a fucking psycho in our midst. That's how Dennis Nielsen started.
I killed 2 rabbits when I was away, and I cuddled them that much. I choked them, poor things. I still got abuse from my uncle, for fuck's sake.
Nice try, Trisha. That's how fucking serial killers start.
Have you watched The Fall?
No, I've not watched it, but I just know.
It's brilliant.
That's how they start, isn't it? Jeffrey Dahmer started with 2 rabbits and all.
Yeah, I ken somebody as well that started going to get caught with killing dogs and all that, with a wooden spoon and all that, and fucking crazy shit, cutting bugs up with someone they'll hit a cow in its feet.
That's fucking brilliant. Did it jump as the water was coming towards it?
Oh, I should have moved out the way.
Oh, bullshit. I just pictured it. This could just went,
was it dairy free? Oh, holy fuck.
Oh, God, man.
I'm so sorry, that's not funny for you.
Oh, God, that was a cracker.
My pal put her goldfish in her pocket, took it out to play when she was wee. I'll tell you one better than that. My wee cousin Rory was destroyed because he killed his goldfish. And I said, "And how did you kill it, son?" He says, "Well, I seen the big red buses outside, and I really like the big red buses, so I just wanted to show the goldfish it."
There's somebody here saying, "Connie, stop speaking about killing animals." Sorry, Audrey. She's obviously just, you know what I mean? Just like, Trisha's like...
It's funny. It's the content of the story. It's funny. Fuck off, Ronnie. I'm still troubled.
I'm so wee. We were just laughing at it. Came through the window.
I'm traumatised that you cuddled the fucking rabbits to death. And why was safety supervising you, a wee psycho?
But listen to this. I read a thing the day it was in the news. There was a guy. This is the way it works. I read a thing on the BBC the day. There was a deputy headmaster killed by cows in a field down in England, right? It happens all the time. Right?
With wearing bear bodies?
No. Deputy headmaster, he had been deputy head of this fucking school for 17 years and he was killed with cows. And I went like to myself, deputy for 17 years? The fuck? And then I was really thinking about the cows. I was just thinking, why was he a fucking deputy for 17 years? He must have.
Why did he never make it to the top of the ladder?
I know. For 7, he must have been. No wonder he was in a cow field. He must have been in just raging fucking.
I know. See, talking about schools and that, they've got this like Garlic Academy United because that school was pulled down, right? The school that I went to, right? And I'm in it, and they're putting pictures of the teachers, and it's actually giving me a nervous twitch because I can remember flying tables at them and that.
You're a disgrace.
I know, I was a terrible child, man. I would have hated to have. Honestly, I wouldn't have let MDs be hanging about with me.
See, but back when I was at school, they had the remedial class and all that. It used to be funny.
I wasn't needing remedial. I just needed supervision because I was clever. I just didn't want to apply myself. Didn't need remedial fuzz buzz, as it was called back in the day.
I remember sitting in English in school, and it was just a rammy over there. And I mean, like, no, I was looking, I leaned back and looked at the window, and I looked across, and it was Mr. McCubbin. That was the name of his class, Mr. McCubbin's. If you went to Mr. McCubbin's class, you were dodgy. And I remember looking at her and my mate Duffy. It was just, Mr. McCubbin was just sat at his table like this, his horns in his head, and Duffy was up on his table like that, and they were all rolling things up and throwing them at him. It's just a fucking rammy. That was just all the maddies that was in there. No, the ones used to send my mate Banjo and that out and all. Used to send Banjo and that out with like bits of paper and a pen, right? And they had to go out and take down 100 Reggie plates. and then they would bring them back and add up the numbers on the Reggie plates. They were in about third year or something.
Oh my good God. Do you know what? It was supervision when we went to me, just sitting men's tables. But I remember my mate, David Pollock, right? We were sitting in maths and she was like, I'm telling you right now, calm down. So he sent this note up to me and we were just mates. We've never went out. And he sent this note saying, shows your big tits, right?
Well, they big?
My tits have always been big. Fucking
but
idiot.
How old were you when they went big?
Fuck up, Ronnie, you fucking weirdo.
No, it's no weird. It's just like, how old? And do you know what I mean? Was he being observational or was he on the?
He's being observational. We're in third year, you fucking creep, right? So, anyway, he sent me this note, and Miss McCrossan, right? She was a pure fucking dragon. She sent it up and she says, "Oh, since we've interrupted the class, Denise, why don't you just bring that up and read it out?" And I'm like, fuck that. Ripped it all up, right? Do you know she sat for a full period giving us maths work and sellotaped that fucker together? And then a posh voice stood up in front of the full class and says, "Oh, David would like to get a swatch." It was a swatch. He's a swatch of your big tits, right? So she went like, "David would like to get a swatch of Denise's big tits." And then as soon as she said that, David went like this. No, he would have been sent to the social, you know what I mean?
The social. Somebody wrote there, and us. See, school when we were young, different. Angela wrote, my art teacher used to get in his cupboard. So did mine, Lefty. His name is Mr. Wright, but we called him Lefty. And he killed.
So did my art teacher, no, Mrs. Furlong. She was Irish, spaced out of bin.
He killed himself. He used to go in and have a hoff, and he ended up doing his selling Lefty did. So he did, Mr.
She used to read the register, Mrs. Furlong. She'd get in, have a joint, and then she'd come out and go, "Peter, Laura Jane, Denise." And I used to go, "My name's fucking Denise. I don't care how stoned you are. My name's Denise. It's no Denise."
Art teachers are always mad when they check your suit.
99 in a boat lion brew. Should we pal that?
Squatting, scratchy or funny.
I always loved that, man. It was fucking brilliant. Camden Bar in the van.
Aye, we Cam's funny. When you said that there about Giza Swats, that's the first thing that popped into my head was that. Art teachers were always out there, weren't they, when we were at school?
Aye, she was just what chilled way back. You don't want to do it. Because we had a budgie that couldn't fly. When I was wee, I just walked about the floor. My mum put a hot water bottle on the chair when she made the bed and it slipped and killed. Oh my fucking God.
Listen to this. Listen, we had a budgie, right? We used to have a budgie called Toots, which was quite insightful because years later on in life I'd be tooting smack. We used to have a budgie called Toots. It's true, and it was blue. This is why I'm fucked up, and I'm not blaming the guy, right?
Yeah, my pal who took smack and all, his dog was called Kit.
Night Rider. So I had a blue budgie, and I opened the window one day and it flew out, right? And this is partly why I reckon I'm a wee bit tapped in the heat. My dad must have been about 5 or something. My dad says to me, "You fucking idiot, there it's flew out. Do you know what happened now?" And it's plain as day, I remember it in the kitchen. And he said, "It'll go out there, all the other birds will get jealous because of its colours and they'll peck its eyes out." I was about fucking 4 or 5. I remember that. I remember thinking to myself, I'm a little shit. I'm going to get its eyes pecked out. Toots, its name was. Never to be seen again.
We had a budgie called Snowy, and it used to sit and eat the chips at the side of your plate and all that. I wanted to wring its neck. I hated any cunt on my plate, never mind a budgie.
No, I couldn't have it, man. I couldn't. That's too freaky now.
Aye, because you don't like cats either.
So see that bastard? See that man? Oh, I can't even leave my back patio door open.
I know, bully Jane comes in and walks about and takes the cunt right at you, and you're fighting yourself going, "Please leave my house." My history teacher was a steamer, swinging on his chair and cracked his seat off blackboard and ended up frozen.
Terrorised the poor guy.
No, we had a modern studies teacher and she was Irish pissed and she used to just talk to the wall. Came one of the ones that was no confident enough Will you get to the supervision room? And I'm thinking, who the fuck's she talking to? Who's she talking to?
Yeah, here's the thing. Maybe she had fucking ESP or something she was talking to.
It was terrible. We used to put fanny pads upside down on her chair with the kind of sticky bit off. So she'd sit down and then she'd start showing us things in the blackboard and the fanny pads stuck to the back of her.
Jesus. I mean, here's the thing. I was going to be an English teacher and all. I was going to go and teach English.
Imagine going and teaching all them now straight on. I'm just live recording you telling me to do my work.
But I don't know if I should tell you. You think I should tell you the story about the English teacher I know? The young boy. Now teachers are dead young now, right? I used to do karaoke things at doing the merchants.
What did that say?
I was going cold turkey off, smacking here. The laundry bags were called. You get a full kit change, Fiona. You get a kit change. That's what they call them. You get a full kit and a small kit. Oh, there's Billy P. No, it's Ross. It's no, the Bally. It's Ross Muir. I'll speak to him shortly. What was I talking about? My English teacher, mate. Right, so I used to do karaoke down in Merchant City, and this boy, I can't remember his name. They used to come in, he was like 23, 24, and he'd just done his postgrad, and he was a teacher, right? And this is a true story. This wasn't me. So he was in English class, he's teaching secondary English, and they were all coming in. It was a nice summer's day, and all the lasses were coming in, they've all got the school uniforms on and all that, right? So this is true. And he's watching them all come in, they were all sat down, and he went, right, everybody, just open your legs at page 14.
No, he didn't.
He did.
You'd get fucking struck off and put in the register now. Tell
her to shut her face, Dee.
You can't even speak English, Ronnie. No, I will need you on. You're absolutely fucking bang on, hen.
That's a true story. I think he got suspended for it.
No, it was a true story. See, that same teacher, no, it wasn't Miss McCross, it was Miss Reed.
Hold on, Dee, look at that horrible one. There was a teacher who used to pick the scabs off his head and flick them at the wains.
Dirty, 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 dirty. I'd have punched his fucking head off, and I'm no kidding. I'd have given the 45-day suspension for it, but his head would have been clean off his shoulders. I'd have rather been, it's the same as I would have rather been punched and spat on.
Oh, you know God. Joanne, aye, it's Ross, my mate, aye. Aye.
You just tell everybody Ross Muir, my mate, Bally. You know what I mean?
Aye, big Ross, aye.
Aye. Well, he gave you a full description, so obviously he's a 10 who has to get second name and everything.
I was just thinking what time it was earlier. It's 7, 8 hours ahead, something like that. Aye, there you go, flicking scabs at me. dirty minging fucker. Here's the thing though, man. Wayne's would drive you nuts. See it for years.
I couldn't do it. My daughter's training to be a primary teacher. I couldn't do it. It's the parents. See, when I taught swimming lessons, it was the parents I wanted to drown. You know what I mean? Because they'd be him going, right, Timothy, arms like this, big helicopters, Timothy. I'm thinking, fuck off, Janice. Timothy's at a swimming lesson because I'm trained to teach him, and it's fuck all big, like big helicopters to sit the fuck down, Janice.
See, that's what working in a rehab's like. It's like working in a nursery for grown-ups. The worst thing about that, working in rehabs and all that, is the staff. It's no the. I used to go and hang about with the service users. The staff are all just crazy. I'm just thinking about everybody I know that's watching that cheeky bastard. True, man. Service users are all right, but they're a bit childish. But you know what I mean? Because they're just getting their shit together again. But staff are usually nuts.
I found when I was getting my shit together, I can still find I can be. I'm very erratic sometimes.
Really? Honestly, do you think so?
Well, just in case nobody's noticed, that's one of my flaws.
I had something I was going to ask you, and I can't fucking remember.
Dee, when you're going to get a sleep? Probably in about 3 weeks' time.
I always come into this and I think, I need to remember that later on. See, that's what's here. I'm getting old with that. Do you know I walked into my garage the day? Walked into the garage and I actually said it out loud. What am I in here for? I couldn't remember. It was like an hour later. I went, fucking ladders. I was in for ladders. I walked out with the guys and I actually said it loud, what man here for? Me like, man, what man here for? Just walk back out.
We're going to be doing lots of that, because I talk to myself and go but a wee bit insane and all that. We'll be doing lots of that soon. I'm already talking to the pups, you know what I mean? I've named them all as well.
Right. You don't do that. You're just going to confuse the fucking life out of them.
No, I don't say their names, that's their names in my head.
Why? Right, okay, where did you pick their names from? Where did the names come from? Was that a characteristic or was it just...
Simba, Pumbaa and Timon?
Alright then. So you never put much thought into it?
No.
No,
I couldn't get in the living room. My dog's still panting like fuck, and apparently that can happen up to fucking day 4, and I've got to sleep there just to make sure she doesn't lie in the pub. So I'm something lying at night, and all I can hear is
okay.
that's my dog panting.
Did you leave something turned on?
Oh, I swear to God, I don't know how my mate does this fucking breeding shit, man. It's fucking hard going.
These the new ones are belters, isn't they? Cocks and
But-
pups.
And
They're mad looking wee things.
that's the same ones as mine.
Aye, they're nice, lovely looking wee dogs.
Mhm.
I can't remember what it was I was going to ask you. I've got no fucking idea now. Shows your pups, Dee, somebody said. How dare you, Joanne? That's fucking cheek. That's what that guy...
One of my mates said, oh man, I was dying to come out and see your puppies. I wish you. That's the first you've said that.
Cheeky! What are you doing before Sunday?
Fucking nothing. Going to my work tomorrow, then I'm in pup duty till I go to my work on Sunday.
I've got to climb 2 mountains on Friday. I need to.
And we were meant to climb a mountain on Saturday, but I can't. Pups are too wee.
I am doing this and then I'll finish this upstairs at the hall. And then I've not been out. I usually go walks and I usually see a lot more people and I've not done it. And
I need to get my hair done, but I can't pick a hairdresser on sockets because I'm terrified somebody fucks it again, because every last haircut's been fucked 3 times. So I'm having a dilemma because I need my hair cut and fucking also need a fan page. I think I'm going to make a fan page and start selling my vagina for cash till this comedy circuit gets back up and running.
I'm not going to be I'm not going to be DJing this year. I'm not going to be doing nothing like that. It's taking its toll, Dee.
Soul destroying, Ronnie, all joking aside, soul destroying. But have you seen all my stuff with Steph, the mad comedian from down in England?
No?
You need to go and see it. It's fucking hilarious, man. We've done these wee sketches together. It's on my page as well. It's Steph Wall and it's me. It's fun. She's right up my street. She's just the mad version of Dee down in England.
Who is she?
Steph, I'll send you the wee clips. They're fucking hilarious. But hi Richie, how you doing? G, how you doing, bird?
Oh yeah, that's a stance he's got there, isn't it? A confident young man. You see it there, look.
That's Gina D, that's he does drag as well.
He's saying, come and get this. That's what he's saying right there. Look at that stance. Gee, I like it. I like it.
Love you and Steph C. Folk have already seen it. It's hilarious. It's wee sketches. They're fucking brilliant. There's more to come, guys. There's more to come. They just keep getting better. The more and more me and Steph bounce off each other, the more comfortable we get. So there's more to come.
There's a way you could make money.
What?
You and Steph just bounce off each other. I know, I'm tired. I'm also sore.
How about I fucking come through and bounce off
Yes,
right after that? But you'll need to come out to the garden because I'm not leaving your house.
There she goes. That's been no bad. You done what's that? 40 minutes there without any shite. So that's no bad. What's that?
Hold on a minute. It's my e-credit telling me I'm a scummy fucker since comedies took a dive and I'll need to use my emergency credit, my gas, till Friday.
Yeah, but I wonder who paints these was, because they're awful well painted looking. Who painted your walls?
A guy came in to paint my walls. Just my kitchen's been done. I'm just getting the hall done shortly, and then I'm the room decorated, get new beds and new wardrobes so you can come and help out.
Oh, it's annoying, isn't it, getting everything? It's clutter. That's why I'm upstairs.
It's annoying, but you know what? I've never felt better. This house has got the space I need to fucking move about. It's fucking so liberating. The dogs are fucking happy. The rains are happy. I just need some sleep soon, and I just need my online comedy to really take off. I need to fucking start
Mate.
getting stage shows on here because I can't do stage shows and I'm eating flip bread and that.
Benelin fucking nighttime. That will knock you flat on your ass. Oh, look at that. Look at the raging profile. What was your idea?
Fucking, I've already said I'm scum. I've no cash.
Yes, it
Switch
goes.
your emergency credit on. Are you not listening? You're like Alexa.
Alexa works for the FBI.
Possibly. I couldn't care less. I don't make a secret of what I get up to. Except for the swingers parties, but I usually just go as a cleaner.
What was that again? What was that earlier on? That was funny, wasn't it?
Oh, that was hilarious, man. That pure bed man.
Ah, it was funny, wasn't it?
Swinging industry has taken a massive hit because I've got a lot of boy pals that are just pals and always will be pals that love all that shit, and they've said the same. They can't get lasses to meet them unless it's really. I'm not going to say what they said because it's not very nice.
No, do you know what? I need to, no, couldn't he?
No, I don't think it's nice to
No,
downgrade somebody's appearance.
let's just boil it down to this. See, when you think about something like that, right? I've got synesthesia, right? I've got, see, when music and all that's in colours and things are jaggy. See, when you shout, it's jaggy, right? It's jaggy in my brain. See, when you think of like swingers parties, it's a horrible smell. Do you know what I mean?
I don't. I mean, obviously, you can cross out a fantasy when you've got your batteries charged and you're having a cold, dark night yourself. But I definitely believe it's, in my opinion, for me, it needs to stay in your head. I don't want to share shit, man, and fucking kick. No. Mm-mm. No.
Even with Jerry.
But at the same time as well, I've got a lot of pals that do it. Some of the pals that do that, the best pals I've ever had. So I don't judge for what they like. That's their sexual preference. It's just not mine.
Yeah, each to their own. Each to their own.
Each to their own. Rojo, Tamsin, Dwayne's.
See that string there? Because that cable's broke.
Aye, what the fuck was that, man? It sounds like the Daleks were coming to get us there.
Right, what are you doing then before Sunday?
Probably praying to the Samaritans, fucking, and I get banned for TikTok lives today.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. Apparently, a bit of my bra was shown in that class as nudity, but there's lassies dancing all about putting paddling pools in their gas shoot.
A part of your bra was shown.
Aye, like this bit, and it was done here a wee bit, and it was like classed as nudity. But as I said, there's lassies and kid on. They can lazy spa hanging up whatever they're fucking called that look like just big paddling pools with bubbles. And there's lassies gyrating to songs with a fanny gash hanging out, and they don't get banned for lives, but I get banned for lives because my tap wasn't quite strategically placed. I hadn't slept for 48 hours.
Does that mean somebody put a complaint in?
Oh, yeah, it's like fucking council estate wars over in fucking. Honestly, it's crazy. They're all threatening each other's posts involved. There's fucking mad. It's crazy. It's like an episode of fucking. Remember, what did you call that cop show when the end? I used to love the song with their shoes. You just seen their shoes walking away.
The Bill.
Aye. Oh, I fucking loved that Bill, man. I used to get pissed off at some of the things. I'm going, how did you, man? What did you do that for? I mean, you're obviously going to get caught. That's not how my uncle does it.
Oh, nonsense. So the thing about TikTok is you're probably too old for it because it's for perverts, isn't it?
Stop saying that. It's not. They actually get good connections and actually get lots of fucking talent scouts and all that watching it. I've got some work through it, so no, it's no. It has got a wee bit crazy, and I think everybody with lockdown's getting a wee bit sensitive, and I think people are saying right fucking crazy things to each other, if I'm personally honest. However, it does have a good release. I did like watching it and watching with the Moz and the families all doing TikTok dances with the rains and all that. And then obviously I did love the 30+ guys jumping about with no tap on, doing fucking songs. But I do hate, do you know what I do hate on it, right? There's these dead attractive guys, right? And they'll pick quotes like, where's all the single mummies at? Because I don't mind a single mummy. And you're like, oh, do you know? I won't wash your mouth out, you tramp. And then, just before we wrap it up, the other thing is, I love a thick-bodied woman, all curvy and great. What are you wanting, a chocolate fucking watch? Oh, yeah. Thanks very much for liking a fucking section of the fucking categories that you like to.
She's about to go on a high horse, right? So there's drama. Like, let's go over again what we've covered tonight. we've covered the spam, the swingers parties. What is it? Spam stands for, what was that again, Dee?
A lot of animals get slayed tonight.
Swingers parties around the Mearns, we spoke about that. TikTok's get what? Council wars, what's going on in there?
It's like fucking council wars. It's fucking crazy. But I wouldn't be funny if I didn't see Lattice's mental health. All of them slipping because they're fucking attacking each other. So it isn't funny actually. It's quite you're like, oh, every one of you have got a point in some way or another, and every one of you are slipping your mental health. Please stop.
And we've established that we've got some psychopaths and that watch this, that are killing rabbits.
But then that's my kind of people. I don't want people. Imagine people that were there but nuts try to watch me and keep up. It's not going to work. Do you know the boxer Simon and Garfunkel?
That's
because
we were talking.
No, that's my dad's song, and it's his death anniversary on Saturday.
I don't know the chords yet. I am just a poor boy. You ever sing songs in Scottish accents? It's brilliant. Just sing
my younger sister, she's like got the most dulcet tones you'll ever hear. Remember I'm Spinning Around with Kylie Minogue.
Spinning around.
Well, she started singing the back of the car, right? Matty Alice was in the front. Matty Alice is a bit, she's not the brightest, right? But Matty Alice was sitting in the front of the car, right? Matty Alice is the person that asked me why folk would take their willies out and draw on it in the blackboard. I'm like, no, they didn't. Matty Alice just threw a freehand booby, right? But my wee sister starts going, I'm spinning around. She's like, I didn't ken the Proclaimers have brought out a new song. I said, still the fuck with that. That's meant to be Kylie Minogue.
That's a good thing to do, just singing a really thick Scottish accent and change the word.
We used to do it all the time when we were drunk. It was fucking hilarious. We didn't the Proclaimer voice.
Oh, I tell you, they were nervous once at a gig at my mate Mark's, his Uncle Jerry's benefit thing, and they were backstage and they were nervous, and Mark caught himself trying to tell them to relax, telling the Proclaimers to relax. It was a mad night. So wait before Sunday then.
No sleeping, going to work. No sleeping, going to work. Pops, 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 pops. Wains, pops, pops. Jam, pops, pops.
Maddie, mountains and fucking painting.
But anyway, on that note, I've been Dee Maxwell. You've been.
A wee bit grossed out with swingers parties. Why did that?